Good evening, everyone. Well, I suppose I should say good afternoon, really. How is everyone in the chat doing out there? Look at you guys, you're all up on the other side of the screen today. How does it feel to be in a totally new location? You're in a totally different place. Bet that feels kind of a little bit weird. Might feel a bit wrong, but doesn't matter. You're gonna be okay, chat. I believe in you. I believe that you can hold yourselves together. So, we have the Valley game today, which is well, I'm not really sure what it is. Some people have told me that it's a kind of 3D Sonic running kind of experience. Some people have said it's more about the platforming and the hidden items and secrets and stuff. And apparently there's a few little battle-style encounters and stuff in this game, so I don't think this is going to be quite as full-on relaxing as I thought it would, but if that's not the case, then this is a very misleading title screen. I mean, I've personally just been sitting here for about the last 10 minutes just listening to this music. It's very, very pleasant, very relaxing. Hopefully this is the atmosphere that the rest of the game is going to have, but I'm not entirely sure if that's the case. So do please let me know if the audio is okay. It should be alright now, kind of. Of course, I ask that as the music ends, so everyone can go, I can't hear anything, turn it up. But hopefully everything should be okay, and we'll see how the actual in-game stuff is gonna be. Let's dive on into this one, shall we? I don't know about you, chat, but I am very triggered already. This is a very problematic question. Choose a gender. I mean, do I get to choose the biological sex of my character as well? Can I choose how to identify outside of the gender binary? I mean, my god, chat, this is... Social justice and feminism have ruined everything, insofar as we can actually make jokes like that. And the fact that I feel slightly compelled to make those jokes every single time, that says something, doesn't it? Chat is already in on it. Only 2 genders on sub. Sue for it not having zir. And of course the good old-fashioned It is true, chat. At least you can choose. So I'm just gonna... I don't know. Does it make any difference? Is there any difference between these two things? Who cares? Let's go with the male, because why not? Are we gonna get narration, or am I gonna do this? Alright, it's my chance to shine here. The life seed is said to contain an incredible, earth-shattering power. While mostly written off as a myth, some archaeologists are still determined to track down the elusive item, luring some to incredibly remote locations. I'm guessing that's just a loading sign in the corner down there, so I don't have to do anything. Or do I have to press a button or something? No, I think it's done. Either that or the game's crashed. Here we go.
Hey, looks like I missed you. I just wanted to wish you luck before you headed out. I still can't believe you're doing this. I mean, hunting down the... what was it? The life seed? You gotta admit, that sounds crazy. I mean, even if this mythological thing that can shatter worlds or whatever actually exists, what are the chances of you tracking down this ancient relic in the middle of the Rocky Mountains? Listen, I know you want to prove the thing exists. I get that. It's an adventure. Hell, it's your career, but can't you do something normal like the rest of us and just backpack Europe or something? Spend a month in Thailand? But hey, if by some miracle you find this thing and become the most famous archaeologist of all time, beers are on me. I'll even trade in your tinfoil hat for a whip and fedora. I just really hope all those canoeing lessons pay off.
Thank you, expositional message left on the machine. God, it's a good thing I have people who narrate my entire life history for me every single time they get me on the telephone. Well, apparently the canoeing lessons did not pay off, and you got absolutely wrecked. Useless discount canoeing lessons. I don't think the price of the canoeing lessons is maybe the thing. Like, do you think if they discount it, that's the thing that makes it bad? The look sensitivity is really weird in this game. Feels like it's got mouse acceleration on, like it speeds up. Yeah, let's turn the mouse smoothing off. Ah! Chat, look! I can change my gender. There we go. I am now female. This game is very progressive like that. Am I literally changing my character model? Please tell me that I am. No, men and women are completely biologically identical in this game. The only thing that changes is your voice. So, well, there we go. Let's have a female voice then. So I rolled the male gender, but now I have a female voice. So I am literally trans in this game. Look sensitivity is really high, actually. I think I might turn that down a little bit. I dread to think why you... Oh, wow, that... I'm literally moving the mouse in millimeters to do that. That's crazy. Yeah, no, let's have that down a little bit. That's too far down. No, that's still too bad. I'm sensing this is going to be one of those things. There's a point on that line where it just rapidly accelerates and is very annoying. So my radio got wrecked, apparently. Ruins, cave drawings, where the hell am I? Okay, you said that there was a character voice. Why is none of this narrated? It just seems very unusual that you would pick a character voice, but then not have any of these thought bubble things narrated. Unless they're doing the sensible thing and having their protagonists not look like they're absolutely batshit insane by constantly talking to themselves. Yes, I'm aware of the shift to run. It's very standard in games, thank you. Can I jump in the water, or are there invisible walls? There are invisible walls, the best kind of thing. And mysterious cave paintings that seem to mean very little. Oh, there's a dude with, what looks like a sword there, and some very strange legs. Which I'm guessing is perhaps a cave painting of a leaf suit, because of how the legs bend. You'll find out what that leaf suit is shortly. It's kind of like one of the things in this game. There we go. You can have some nice little music in the background there. Gotta say, I like this game already. It's quite an attractive one to look at. The music is fantastic so far. Don't let me down, game. Look, we've got birds and everything. It's gonna be good. Reminds me way too many people don't seem to take a look at options and keyboard settings when they start a new game, because new game tells them shift to run sort of things. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So a lot of people don't look at it, but there's some stuff like look sensitivity that you can only really do in the game. I'm gonna start hunting for secrets already, because I'm one of those people. They weren't cave paintings, they were paintings in a cave. Clearly these two things are different. I'm very much enjoying the music of this game. And look at it, it's kinda gorgeous. Apparently this game has a horror element to it. I wonder what sort of spookies lie in wait. Hopefully not very many, because I tend to find a lot of horror games to be kind of bleh. I want to touch it. I can phase through it. R.I.P. my audience who has photosensitive epilepsy, I guess. Nothing interesting over here. But this was clearly a statue at some point. It has story significance, perhaps. Damn, this looks pretty. It is true, chat. Something about plants and glowing things. They just always seem to instantly look good to people. It's kind of weird, considering nothing like these glowy ball orb things exist in nature, really. And yet they're just kind of always put in video games to make things look pretty. See Avatar and stuff like that. Will of the Wisp, run! It may very well be a Will-o'-the-Wisp. It is supposed to be an O, not an of. It's an O. Oh look, we've got the tiny things from, that anime bullshit. What's up, dudes? You are the forest spirit things. They have antlers. I feel completely at home here. They have little pots of stuff. It's great. Science needs to make glowing plant things real. What is this place? You're only now just asking that question. How hard did you hit your head? Please don't tell me this is all a dream. I will be very sad. Wouldn't it be wonderful if something like this existed? We would have a whole bunch of people chasing these little dudes and trying to study them and imprison them and sell them as pets, because humans. Can I run up this? Doesn't look like it. No, I can clip through it, though. It's kind of disappointing that they've done it like that, you know. This is like old-school computer game graphic stuff. Like 2 planes of things, and then they draw it so that from a distance it looks kind of like a circular thing. It's kind of disappointing when they do that now. It's like, oh, what, you couldn't have put, like, something 3-dimensional there? Oh, well. Bit of a shame. Look, we've got glowing mushrooms as well. You know you're in a fantasy world with glowing mushrooms. Can we have the music back now? Because that was nice. It was relaxing. There we go. Thank you, game. Oh. Stuff got wrecked. Is this my glorious suit? It is! It's my glorious suit. It comes with a training video, apparently. That's very convenient.
Welcome to the Pathfinder program.
With very quiet speech, apparently.
Operating and testing the newly developed Leaf suit as our hard-working scientists at Pendulum develop new ways to empower our troops fighting the war in Europe. With the power of the Leaf suit, you will be able to perform unimaginable feats. Leaping high into the air.
Well, someone was a fan of Fallout when they came up with this.
Even manipulating life and death itself are part of the many stunts accomplished by the Leaf suit. In addition to these marvelous wonders, an audio rear recorder built directly into the suit allows a Pathfinder to conveniently listen to important intelligence, hands-free during training exercises. And don't forget to keep an ear out for new upgrades available for your suit, as our scientists continue looking for new ways to improve the fearsome might of the Leaf suit. Good luck and safe journey as you test the limits of this amazing new technology.
So, this is technology from what? World War II? Apparently they're still supporting upgrades and shit for it. Can we point out the fact that all of the users of the Leaf suit seem to have
Virginia King
had to have their lower legs
June
cut
4th,
off?
1941.
I'm not entirely sure how I've
Shortly
got into
after the
this
outbreak
thing
of
now.
war in Europe, I was enlisted by the army to study the history of this valley. The mysterious forest sprites seem to be the last living remnants of the long-lost culture that once lived here. A large number of them seem to inhabit the northeast sector of the valley, just past the ruins where the life seed, rumored to possess an earth-shattering power, was found. That's as good a place as any to study them.
Okay, cool. I have yet to have the give life, take life ability. What does that have written on it? Nothing of any consequence. It's literally just a part of the scenery. Oh well, kind of a shame. But yes, we have this suit, which somehow I fit into somehow. I didn't have to have my... then kneeling into the suit legs. That's what I thought when I looked at some of it, but it doesn't actually look that way. Like, looking at some of the actual artwork of the game, it doesn't look like that's actually the case. Access Tunnel A. Yeah, so I'm kind of questioning, like, how much time has gone between this thing being abandoned. Oh yeah, they do have a leg there, I think. But if that's the case, then the actual suit is very narrow on the shin. If that was just the suit there, then it's very narrow on the shin, and I'd question if it would actually be able to support itself and provide any particular power, but we'll see. We have military checkpoints, tunnel access, archaeological dig sites, paths, and... fear. I think that says. Fear something. And... not entirely sure what that says under there as well. So I'm guessing maybe that's the spoopy, scary skeletons horror element of this game. Oh well, let's see what's up. Go for a run and do some jumping stuff in this really cool high-tech piece of machinery which apparently the army didn't give a shit about or want back. And they can send you updates and upgrades and everything, but apparently they didn't stick a tracking device either in it, or on the van, or both. So, yeah, that's cool. Access Tunnel B. Run down slopes to gain momentum to jump higher and further. We're on to the speed running part. Let's go. Fuck yeah. I'm totally down with that, but I want to go and see what's in the valley that I just jumped over, in case I'm missing something. I'm happy that we've got, like, Quake-style jumping, though it's like, yeah, you can just jump off of anything, it doesn't matter, you're gonna be fine. That's an awfully convenient sign. It really is, isn't it? Holy shit! This is how we Sanic. This is quite a pleasant and relaxing experience, if you want the honest. I want to jump outside the confines of the level. And I'm gonna do it, and you can't stop me. Haha! I've broken the game already. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be able to get up here. Or this is not what the game designers intended, but you know what? I'm here now. What are you gonna do about it, game? When I was in the army, we were always losing our power suits all over the place. We would laugh and laugh. Yeah, it sounds remarkably similar to my experience as well. So what? Oh, we just lost several million pounds of equipment. Oh, you. Yeah. No, I don't think that's the case somehow. It's definitely one of those things that you would have tracking for and you would go looking for, and if you lost it, you can guarantee the entire squad would go out and you'd be like, no, you're gonna find this thing. Doesn't matter what you have to do, you're going to fucking find it. Energy stored within the leaf suit, known as Amrita, can be given to once living things. Does this mean I'm going to encounter a dead deer? Holy shit. That's cool. I can make the world live by expending my energy. Look at it, it lives. Everything is alive, haha. Glorious. No, it is the deer. I'm very triggered. I'm not only triggered by the fact that it's a dead deer, but I'm very triggered by the bizarre texturing and warping of the mesh. But it must live, for it is a deer. There we go. I am now friends with this deer. Well, apparently not. Ah, Pathfinder access only. Leaf suits must be worn. Does that mean I'm gonna be sprinting across water? Can I, like... I can't take life yet. But I can still give it. I just have to find the way of getting energy back. I will hold a little bit back. Oh! Touch an orb. Right, so these little orb things that we saw hanging around the tree at the beginning aren't, in fact, life forms or something like that, or they may be, who can tell. Can I overcharge? No. But they're not, living things or some sort of plant or anything like that. There's some bizarre military experiment gone wrong that was just scattered all over the place here to power the leaf suit. Yes, that makes sense. Get it? As someone in chat is pointing out, I made it live with teal energy. Yep. Now you know why I am the color that I am. I have the power. Hello, friend. Oh, look. It's a deer and a bunny hanging out together. Life can also be taken from nearby living things rich in energy, such as a tree or animal, to replenish your suit. Less robust life forms, such as blades of grass, provide no value. I'm just gonna kill this tree now. Cool. And I'll give the energy back. Look at that. So you just take the energy and you can give it back. Okay, that's cool. So only if you want to give a load of energy is that going to be a problem, because then you'll run out. I could take energy from a deer, but I'm not going to, because I don't wish to murder my people. That happens in too many video games already, and I am not a fan of it. Northeast dig site? That's where we're supposed to go. Let's go have a look. Quite right, chat. You must redistribute the life force of the proletariat. Surely you mean of the bourgeoisie. We must take the life force of the bourgeoisie and redistribute it equally and fairly among the world. Quest updated. How do I check my quests? Or no, it's just the one thing up there. Find your way through the ancient ruins. What happens if I make this tree live? Fireflies react to energy. Okay, so that's like our key puzzling system, or part of it. What happens if I take the life away? Nothing. Okay, well, you can stay alive then. Everyone wants more living trees.
The Army calls this valley Area 634.
Can I take life from these things?
I described a new word for it.
No, you can't.
The beauty of that word seems to rival the majesty of this place. I suppose that would make its ancient inhabitants officially known as Saurians. To think these ruins have existed here for so long, that they predate any known civilization on the continent. They seem to have infused the life energy from trees into their infrastructure. How?
Well, that's pretty cool. I don't know how they're expecting people to use this much energy this early on, but, oh well. Can I run up here? This looks like a secret. Yeah. No, screw you, game. I'm getting up here and you can't stop me. Okay, maybe you can stop me. Can I... You see, look, this just looks like it is begging out to be climbing puzzles for, like, early game secrets. Shit! Well, I screwed that up. But do you not get that feeling, chat? Is your secret sense tingling? These little guys are way better than porgs. Yes, they are. Porgs are literally Hitler. You see, this just looks like you should be aiming to run and jump over onto that pillar to get up there for some reason. I'm stuck. Chat, I broke the game. Yeah, this looks like a jumping puzzle. Immediately breaks the game because it's not a jumping puzzle. Now, I'm pretty sure everything is a jumping puzzle in this game. Ah. No, I'm turning you into a jumping puzzle. Just get over it, game. Aha! I succeeded. So if I was to do the running, jumping thing to the pillar, I would have thought that this is where I would end up. Okay. Let's run and jump over here, because to me this just looks like it's asking for it. I can't imagine what it would be asking for, or maybe I'm just overthinking things. But video games over the years have taught me that exploring is a really good idea, and you should just do lots of it. So I know my way through the ancient ruins, but I want to know what's over here. I broke it. I broke the game. I am stuck in perpetual falling. Okay, I'm gonna travel back to the lake, I guess. Yeah, it's true, chat. I miss this freedom of movement in games as well. I guess it's a thing. You can't let a person fail, at least in the beginning. I disagree. I think that failure is something that everyone should know. New games barely have any hidden things. It's, well, I don't know. This game is apparently supposed to have, like, what I was reading about it on the Steam page is that this one is supposed to have a lot of hidden stuff. 27 minutes and properly broken. There we go. Look, chat, I don't know if you've noticed, chat, but I am just... Oh, God, we're back here. Okay, we're gonna go for a run. I don't know if you've noticed, chat, but I am kind of just one of those people who likes to mess around in video games and try and do, like, everything. Especially if it means trying to break something. Or could result in breaking something. This game looks nicer than the last one, but just as sock-jussy and boring so far. Kill some aliens. Bash heads in. Look, I don't know. You don't know if there is a social justice element to this. Can I swim while wearing these legs? No, you desynchronize and you die. What is this? Well, you could have told me that beforehand. Welcome to the very first Assassin's Creed game. You can explore things and jump places, but, you know, you can't really swim, so it's probably for the best if you don't even try. You see, look, you can get to all the places, like, up here. Look, it's great. I am enjoying this level of freedom. But yeah, I don't get what you mean by this is supposed to be some, like, if this is just as sock-jussy. Like, there is nothing sock-jussy about this compared to the last game. To be honest, the last game wasn't very sock-jussy, it just had a female protagonist. I don't know if you remember, chat, but many weeks ago, I actually specifically mentioned that this is becoming a problem, where people see female protagonist and they just kind of groan and go, oh, it must be social justice, or something like that. Which is not the case. But that's, kind of says something about the climate that sort of people have produced in the world, where now female protagonist or protagonist who is non-white is now just causing immediate eye rolls and people to go, oh look, it's this shit again. I'm quite enjoying this. It's a nice free roamy explory experience. It's fun and it looks nice. It would be nice if you could get more speed. Like, the running is quick compared to some other games, but it would be nice, I think, if it was even faster than this as a baseline, but who knows, maybe you will find later on some energy-related sprint ability, so you can sprint while you sprint, because yo dog, and all of that reasoning. Remember guys, Beyond Good and Evil is a Suck Just game, is it? I wouldn't know, I've never played it. Is it actually Suck Just? What happens if you land on an animal? Well, I ballsed that up. I would imagine probably nothing. Perhaps. I'm actually not sure if they've, well, give life, take life, eco shit, circle of life. That's not really social justice. I mean, ecological stuff has existed since long before the modern incarnations of social justice and feminism got their greasy mitts all over that sort of stuff, so I don't really buy that as an explanation. Besides, look, I'm running on a rabbit right now and nothing's happening. And then there's no music for this bit, inexplicably. Yeah! Did it. Suits are like gremlins, it can't get wet. Well, gremlins just reproduce if they get wet, so it's not like it kills them. Whereas this apparently kills me getting wet. Pendulum. Stuff. Letters. Note from a Pathfinder. I could watch these sprites all day. I can't believe how friendly they are, brave enough to come right up to us. I guess they have no reason to fear us. We aren't natural predators to them at all. You also can't drain their life using your stuff. Energy upgrades. Energy upgrades. Sweet. I need 2 more to get a slightly larger energy bar. Sweet. More energy. Yeah. Gotta say, I approve of this game thus far. I'm guessing this is... I find it very unusual that they have my face for these lock things. It's a little bit unnerving. It also seems a bit weird that our character can't, for whatever reason, climb things. Like, only jumping. You can't grab onto things, like edges of ledges and stuff. That rhymes. I'm quite proud of that one, honestly. Doesn't normally happen for me. But I'm guessing the explanation for that is going to be that the leaf suit is just too damn heavy for you to haul it up. Which, you know, makes sense. The narrator is a woman who operated the suit during World War II, and the Americans were better at tech than the Germans, as if. Yeah, that bit is a bit unbelievable. Sweet! I don't know why I'm here or what I'm doing, but I went there. Soldiers piloting leaf suits leap effortlessly through the air functionality. Yeah, okay. They're known as Pathfinders. Their ability to manipulate life with running speeds of very stuff and... Oh, the journey begins. Oh wait, is this is then the beginning of everything? I kind of want to go back up there and, like, explore everything again now. But it would take me a shitload of time to run back up there. Oh well. I'm guessing hopefully that was just the beginning area and there was nothing actually hidden properly like there.
Just what are these glowing orbs that everyone is making a fuss over? They're absolutely beautiful. They seem to grow randomly throughout the valley. I know nothing about them other than that they are indigenous to this valley and that the army is using their energy for their war project. That's about as much as they'll tell me. Such a shame.
Okay, so it is literally just some sort of natural resource that we use. Acorns! Collect enough acorns to gain access through certain ancient doorways. Wow, I was not aware that acorns were a valid way of getting to places. Look, we have skull faces, and this is our first indication of spooky, scary things. I can shoot them, but it does nothing. And I can take energy from mushrooms, because screw you. That was glowing green. Like I can give that thing life. Apparently you can't. Oh no, that's just because you can drain it. Okay. So just when it flashes blue on something, it means you're targeting something that can be given life or have... Ah, okay. So blue is stuff that you can drain, green is stuff that you can give energy to. Okay, so it's two different cursors. Okay, that makes sense then. You surely took your time exploring around before continuing to the next place. Yeah, but there were things which I didn't explore before. Like, it looked like there was another way to go around before we hit that floor, which gave way. So, yeah, I'm, like, my explorer sense has not been quenched. Like, my loot sense is still tingling. I know my loot sense is not always correct, but I don't like it when it's tingling and I don't get to do anything about it. Hey, look, this is another area, it just screams out, I am a jumping puzzle to me for some reason. So I want to jump on it and do it. Also, like, you don't get this sort of freedom to jump and move around in video games a lot these days, so, you know, I'm actually just kind of reveling in the experience. That's the waterfall inside the temple. See, I'm actually just legit enjoying just jumping around on stuff. Aha! Oh, I thought that was a secret. It looked like it could have been a secret way to something. Ah. Apparently when someone played Soma last week, every monster, all they heard in my head was me going, "Spooky, scary skeleton monsters." I'm sorry that I have ruined horror games for you forever. Although Soma is a game that I really want to play. It's a game that I am a little bit obsessed over, like, story-wise, because I really like the story and I've watched multiple other people play through it. But it's one which I kind of want to go through and experience myself. Hang on. No, you... What? I drained their life. Oh, you look so sad. Have it back. That's so sad. Look at them when you take their energy. That's actually kind of creepy. There you go. They get the little purple eyes and they just look absolutely miserable. Wow. That's kind of depressing and a little bit creepy. So I'm guessing that is our hint at the future horror boss battle element sort of stuff. Oh shit, son! It's okay, you're gonna survive the fall. Because you have this suit. Leaf Suit's quantum death functionality allows the user to return to life after dying. We've used that a few times. You literally scripted that so I could learn about the fact that I respawn. Oh no! Life must be traded for life. The more you die, the more the valley will die around you until it is fully deadened. Without enough life in the valley, you cannot be revived. Okay, that's really interesting. Like, that is a really interesting mechanic, which I like, actually. It reminds me very much of the Void. Like, the Void, you painted things, like, in the Void with colour to, like, give life to trees, which you would then, they would then grow as trees, and you'd come back and be able to, oh, we've got acorns and shit as well. Yeah, and then, but each time you used colour in the Void, it would have different effects on how the game ended up playing out. They were really subtle, and I think half of them, like, didn't actually make it into the game. But that kind of reminds me of that. So it's like, if you just go around draining everything, you will eventually lose your capacity to resurrect. It's very interesting.
Almost as a deity. Great lengths were taken to construct obelisks around this tree, which the ancients used to help grow it. I've begun to use the term Titan tree to designate this species. According to my interpretation, once every 1,000 years, the Titan tree will produce the mythological and famed life seed, said to possess the power to shatter the world into fragments. No wonder the military is so interested in this place.
So this probably isn't the kind of tree that I should just, you know, take the life from and give back casually, then. Note from Virginia King: sacred trees are common in mythologies around the world, typically acting as symbols of growth, decay, and resurrection. Some act as concepts, such as the world tree Yggdrasil of Norse mythology, which provided a map for the composition of the universe, acting as a link between heaven, earth, and the underworld. But more recently, in Christian belief, the Tree of Life represents the immaculate state of humanity before its exposure to original sin causing its fall. It is true. Trees. They are awesome. But that's just me being a little bit of a hippie. There's a crate over here. I'm going to open it. What do you have? A note from a Pathfinder. These acorn doors are pretty neat. Captain Hall ordered us to collect enough acorns to open all the passages in Sector 3. I'm about halfway there. Gotta wonder how old some of these notes are. Are we going to encounter some of these old Pathfinder people? I don't know. Ooh, that's a structure for some reason. Not entirely sure why that's there. I want to get up there and explore it now, with my jumping abilities. Like, one thing I will say about this game, it is absolutely gorgeous. Like, get out of my way, dear. I'm running here. Like, look at it. It is a very attractive game. The soundtrack is absolutely amazing. Like, I am totally down for playing the rest of this game if it's like this. Like, literally put the combat elements of the life and death stuff in this, and I am all over this. I want to go and explore these things. How am I going to get over there? I want to go and look at the obelisk thing. This game is absolutely beautiful. That is the one thing that I am going to say about it. Medallions are said to be used to access an ancient pyramid. Collect enough pieces to gain entry. Okay, cool. So, we're gonna go and collect those things.
Their renowned colossal headstone sculptures dating back to 900 BC. Strange though, the Olmec civilization was much younger.
What did I just do? I just gave more life to the tree. That's awesome. And it looked really cool. I am very much enjoying just the amounts of pointless glowing shit in this game. Pointless glowing shit just makes everything look better. You wonder if there's a substantial impact on the game here. What you mean with the whole growing things and killing things? Well, it seems to, like it said, and like we've got that little green plant up in the top left there. It's, apparently it does have quite a big impact. If you drain too much life out of the world, like you drain too much biomass, then apparently you're screwed and you can never resurrect again. What is this? What are you, and how do I get into you? It keeps telling me I can give it life, but that is not true. Might be one of those things you come back to later. Someone else has already played this game. It's very cinematic and pretty. Yes, it is. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm very much enjoying it from a visual aesthetic perspective. And I'm very curious about it. Like, it's set up in a very interesting world. Like, the premise, it seems to be quite simple, but I'm always ready to have that juxtaposed in some way. I failed. This whole life and death thing really does remind me of the Void, though. It seems kind of like that is the way in to get up there. But I like to mess around with games and free climbing things. So I am gonna find another way around. Because screw your limitations, game. Sprint through it, perhaps. This is another reason to grow trees. They give you acorns, which are apparently very useful. So I guess what I'm going to do is go around and grow loads of trees so I get loads of acorns. What's the squishy sound? You're going to have to be a bit more specific. Let's see if we can sprint through this. Well, apparently you can. That's pretty awesome. I'm not entirely sure how this leaf suit is exactly supposed to have made me invulnerable to smashing my face into things. You missed the beginning. Is this the Americas? The narrator said something about Mesoamerican cultures. They're saying these buildings have Mesoamerican features, but we don't know where we are. Someone went canoeing and had an accident. That's all we know about our protagonist so far.
However, it's unusual for the event to surround a particular object, especially one acquired.
So you never know. It might actually be, like, because, I mean, logically speaking, it should be, it might be somewhere in the Americas because of that, but I don't know. We just know that someone went canoeing somewhere. So I'm not even sure where it is supposed to be, like, geographically. Maybe we'll get a bit more of a hint later on. Although, considering what we've got so far, I think it might be somewhere in the Americas. Oh, God. Ow. I hate falling in video games, especially first-person ones. It gives me, like, a weird brain rush sensation, kind of like I'm actually falling. Really weird, like, that never used to be the case, but it is now. Yeah, I worked that out already. Thank you, game. Ah, and then these are the doors that we have to use the acorns on. That's cool! I just like this game. It's very pretty, and it's giving me definite Void vibes in some ways.
So lively. I've done my best to study their behaviors, but without a zoologist on site, I'm mostly coming up dry. They're completely harmless, so the army tends to ignore them as they go about their research. I wonder if the world would clamor to have these daemons as pets. I'm sure my mother could use one. Better than all those feral cats in her backyard anyways.
Yeah, you'd still pronounce that word as demons. It's supposed to have an not an ampersand, it's supposed to have an ash symbol. It's not an AE separately, it should be an ash symbol, and it would still be pronounced demon. Calling them daemon just sounds a little bit weird. You're doing it wrong. I like how these army people just started putting acorns in boxes around the place. Ah, note from Virginia King again. My mother would tell me stories of demons as ghostly and benevolent natural spirits. The name seems fitting. It will have to do for now until a zoologist can classify the forest sprites more appropriately. Void, is that the game from the creators Pathologic? Yes, it is. It is one of the best games I have ever played. And it is a game which I would really want to do, not only a playthrough of for people, because I think they might really enjoy it. Partially because it's really interesting, but also partially because boobs. But yeah, I want to do that, but I also want to do a really, like, in-depth video, like, looking at the philosophy behind it, and the world design, and the mechanics, and all of that stuff, because it's quite deep like that. It's something which I'd love to do for other games as well. Like, I've repeatedly said I'd love to do that for Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, because there's a lot of environmental storytelling. It's the same with The Void. I'd also love to do one for Soma. But I just don't know if I have the time or the talent to do it. Because the thing is, I already know, like, the kind of person that I would want to do it in the style as, and that's a guy on YouTube called Mauler. M-A-U-L-E-R. He's really quite something when it comes to video games. He does literally the kind of content that I would want to do for that. Like, really long form, several hour-long, multiple-part series examining gameplay mechanics and story elements and just how games are put together. And it's really amazing. He actually did one about Soma and Amnesia and whatnot. They were really good, like, ways of looking at it. I still wasn't very impressed with Amnesia when I played it, but I can still appreciate why a load of people loved it. Just wasn't to my taste.
The land here isn't arable, yet the population that lived here was clearly sedentary in nature. This leads me to believe this place was used as a sacred ground. Are these monuments to the mythical cannibal giants of native lore? The Saiteka?
Perhaps. Let's see if I can get a life seed. Do you like how conveniently important things glow, shine, and are so damn obvious? Yes, I do, actually. I mean, I don't mind exploring for things, but things where it is kind of... I mean, those crates, let's be honest, they're really obvious anyway, because it's like there's one style of crate and you open it, and that's kind of it. Or two styles here. Note from Pathfinder, just my luck. First day of training run, and what do I run into? One of those Amrita swarms they keep on warning us about in the brief. Darn things nearly killed me. Thank goodness I had enough energy to pacify the swarm. What on earth made them so damn aggressive? We've got combat, ladies and gentlemen. Swarms of stuff. What are you? Oh, baby. Get to higher and further places by double jumping. Sweet! I can now freeform explore everything even more.
Beginning Pathfinder testing on the Icarus boost upgrade.
You failed.
The secondary boost augmentation to the leap
You're still failing.
allow Pathfinder to jump twice in sequence through the air, increasing the height and distance of their leap drastically. Report any defects to a commanding officer.
There we go. I approve of double jumps because physics be damned. But what I want is to now get the combat. I want those, swarmy things, whatever. More messages from Virginia King. While pyramids are common throughout Mesoamerica, I still couldn't believe my eyes seeing one such structure here in the valley. Thankfully, the military had the decency to build one of their grandiose facilities a few hundred meters away. Apparently, the Pathfinders are seeking a way to get in by gathering artifacts. I'm one of those people. Kind of. I mean, I just stumbled into the role, but, you know, I'm gonna do it. Holy shit, that is a deep chasm of nothing. Oh no. A piano discord. That means something bad is about to happen.
There was one found in the valley. Apparently the military was just as excited as they immediately confiscated it to study at the Soma facility on the mountaintop. They won't let me anywhere near it.
Soma facility. Remember that thing that we just talked? We were just talking about, you know, the Soma thing, and they've got a Soma facility. It's all coming together somehow, even though they are totally unrelated properties created by two totally different studios. Let's go! Unreal Tournament quad jump. Maybe we can get quad jumps in this game, who knows? Anything is on the cards at the moment. I know, running down slopes momentum, yeah, I know. Holy shit! This is awesome! That was cool. Very cinematic. I approve. Oh, looks like the army got out of here in a hurry and left a load of stuff. But they also seem to have emptied a load of stuff as well. Cold storage? I want to get into cold storage. How does one into cold storage, bro? Also, why does one into cold storage? Or is that just where you're keeping your ice cream? Because Murica. It's the spooky, scary skeletons. They can be pacified with life energy. Damage from their attacks will affect your energy count. Damage at 0 energy results in death. Be pacified, fools! Did it. Pacified them. Look at them. We're friends now. I want to go and explore what's above this. Anything interesting up here? Perhaps. We shall soon find out.
One thing I could do without in this valley, it's those damn Amrita swarms that seem to infect this place. They aren't so bad when they're calm, but when they're starved of Amrita energy, they become incredibly aggressive, sending waves of drones toward intruders in suicidal attacks. They seem to be becoming angrier the longer we're here.
Is it because you're fucking with nature? I want to get on that roof. It looks fun. Okay, we'll do it this way. Damn it. No. Fucking... My energy is not low. My energy is going to be very low. Oh, god damn it. I suck at jumping puzzles, apparently. Fortunately, there's a shitload of energy down here still. I'm going up there and you can't stop me, game. Just so you know. You can't find the Mauler character. Yeah, no, it's more. I spelled it for you. I told you it was M-A-U, capital L-E-R. Come on, chat. You gotta pay attention. Guy does some really good stuff. He did a video about the new Star Wars films. Big long 3-parter, and it's very well put together. Hey, look! I found a secret. My desire to go literally everywhere was rewarded. I have such skills. See, chat, my loot whore sense tingled, and I answered the call. And now I have stuff. And there's stuff in there too, and I want it. How do I get... How do I into that place? How do I up there? Probably by using the lift. Let's go and do that. Let's maybe not fail at doing that. Go, leaf suit person. Make it happen. Ah, did it. What's in here? Energy upgrades. By 4 units, you say? Fancy. Looks like he's even more thorough than Joseph Anderson by the length and parts. Probably. He's the most thorough person I've found for doing stuff like this. Generators used by the army have been designed to accept Amrita energy. Try activating it with your suit's skills. Will do. Did it. It's quite right, chap. Teal deal loot whore, Teal never hid it. It's like, no, I didn't. I don't even try to hide my loot whoring. But yeah, that guy, Mauler. Thoroughly recommend his content. It's very good. It's the kind of stuff that I would love to do on video games, but I just don't think that I have the time to do it. Which is kind of sad, because I would love to make that. Who knows, maybe I'll get there eventually. I think this might be my last year of, like, working and stuff. So if that's the case, then I'll probably have a lot more spare time coming up in the next, like, year or so. Oh shit, son! Well, it's a good thing that we landed somewhere convenient, and the door opened.
From what I've been told,
there's loot up there, look at it.
back in 1811 by a surveyor seeking to map this remote region.
That looks more like you can fall
What he
through it.
reportedly saw. Due to the sheer remoteness of this region, history was written off as the senile delusions of an old man.
Holy
And his
damn,
will
this
was
place is high up.
It was not until recently that the government was approached by a scientist named Andrew Fisher to this location as an alternative energy project of some sort. How he came to discover this place is beyond me.
Ah, that's the Soma place access. Okay, cool. I want to get into these places, but I don't think that it's going to let me. Oh, damn. Okay, yeah, we've ascended up to a very great height. And now apparently going off the edge of everything. I don't know if it will kill me or if it will send me back to the lower level. Let's find out. Let's get a delicious crate. I want to see, like, will this send me back down to the level below this level, or will it kill me? Let's see, can the leaf suit survive this? Nope, it kills you. Okay. Well, now we know. I was just wondering, like, is it gonna drop that much? But no, just falling off the edge of the world kills you. Okay. Good to know. I mean, I just thought it would be kind of cool if it didn't. And it would be very much like the Void if that was the case. You could fall off anything and you'll still survive. Okay, so we can get over there. I kind of just want to climb the ever-loving shit out of this tower first, but I'll do this since this seems to be the easy way. Not sure if there's a way... Oh, hey, buddies! There you go. See, we're bros now, flies. Check it out, we're friends. We're like besties. It's great. Yeah, it is true, chat. The military left a suit and unlimited energy. Yeah, apparently so. I kind of want to jump over onto that one. It looks like there might be a way around that way. And my loot whore sense is tingling. Sweet. Can't argue with the loot whore sense, it serves me quite well. Alright, let's go. Ah, hey guys! Look, we're friends though, chill out. Why you gotta be such a hater, game? I would like to get up there. I'm not sure what I just opened, but I have just opened something, perhaps. Anything over? Ah, yes, there is. Loot whore senses. They are never wrong. And you've been a loot whore for as long as I have, chat. Oh, the stories I could tell you. Oh. Yeah, that feel when low energy. I know that feel. Okay, so actually getting up here... There wasn't particularly loot, but there were objectives. Oh, sweet. It was just the door. Okay, that's fine then. Let's go for a run. Have a little poke around up here. Really, game? You want me to run that way? Okay. Well, the military does look like it dumped a load of stuff. As someone's pointed out, unlimited energy, apparently. I want to go this way, game. Can I go this way? I can, but the question is, should I? Or will I just end up breaking everything? I think I'll just end up breaking everything. And failing spectacularly at life. So let's not do that. Hey little guys, how you doing? I really should be picking up all of this energy since I don't have a whole lot of it. There we go. What the hell were you doing? Ah, damn, son. That was fun. Oh no. There's dudes. I like how the workers of those swarms are apparently just complete suicidal nutjobs. Kind of means whenever I encounter one, I desperately want to have the Allahu Akbar thing playing. It will amuse me. Hey game, can I have some like background music? That'd be great. Why were you being red? I'm very suspicious of you. Alright, let's get on over this building then, I guess. Seems to be the place that it's leading me towards, but there's potential secrets and loot up here. There's no secrets and loot up here. Okay, well... Damn. Workers of peace. Quite... Ah! We can jump and slam through there. Or I can go over here and collect this loot first. Is that a dead body? No, it's mushrooms. Note from a worker. Working the pipes in this place is a real pain. It's as though they went out their way to build their facility in the worst place imaginable, just to make it tough on lowly pipe fitters like me. Repairing a pressure system leak takes me half a day just to get to it. They're not paying me enough. Yeah, of course they're not. So, the question must then be asked, if this is such a pain-in-the-arse place to get to, why did they build it here and not someone else? Or not somewhere else? I'm willing to bet that what this might do is perhaps have something to do... They're talking about, you know, the life acorn seed thing, but I think there might be something else afoot here. Get it? Cool. What was the purpose of that? Presumably to get cool stuff. Well, it's very convenient that that pipe is completely blocked off there. A memo. Stay on the lookout for any intruders on the premises. A number of guards reported seeing... here we go, chat. Shadowy figures watching our operations from afar. It could be a sign of possible espionage. Report trespasser sightings at once. Presumably this is our spooky, scary skeleton enemy number 2. So we're going to go and have a little look-see at that soon. Reminder to all personnel, please keep a safe distance from the Amrita swarms. They often become territorially aggressive when they are in need of Amrita. If a swarm is blocking access to you, please request for a Pathfinder to pacify the swarm. Like, okay, you had the ability to weaponize... First of all, these little balls of energy just seem to be literally everywhere, so how these things don't have enough of it, I don't know. But second of all, the Pathfinders have guns for that stuff attached to them. Could you not just make those guns, like, portable to regular people? You know, like a rifle or something, without it having to be built into a mech-suit? Or is that too difficult? Someone in chat is suggesting skeleton Nazis. It's very possible. I mean, keep in mind, we are in the World War II time period. And apparently, during that time, there was a whole America-Germany difference of opinion going on. Note from a Pathfinder, dying while wearing the leaf suit is an incredible experience. Oh yes, of course it is. No one outside myself can possibly observe it. The best way I can describe it is as a daydream one sometimes gets lost in. I die by falling into a lake, the next second I'm standing by the shore. No one else being the wiser about what just happened to me. Is it even real? Yeah, okay, what is the cost exactly of that? Oh sweet, more... Is that a hook shot? Swing yourself to new places with the Viper Coil, otherwise known as hookshot, allowing Pathfinders to latch on to Deadeye crane blocks. Each one uses 1 energy. Yes. This makes me very happy.
The Viper Coil upgrade to the leaf suit allows Pathfinders to grapple onto certain target points within a limited range, allowing them to reach areas where jumps prove insufficient.
Thanks, Doc.
The Viper Coil is currently limited to particular targets.
Well, surely you can just use it on, like, literally anything, right? Yeah, okay, so apparently... it's red when you can't do it. Okay, for some reason. Alright. But apparently if you jump really close to the thing, then the rope you fire out is really short and you can't swing properly. So that kinda sucks. Apparently, according to chat, it would take too much time to make smaller guns. They need the time to make the pipe system horribly convoluted. I think that might be part of the explanation, yes. Note from another Pathfinder, we've got a large portion of this valley marked out so far. As far as I know, we've explored most of the acorn doors. I hear there's a couple of squads with almost enough medallions to access the Big Step Pyramid. It's a wonderful thing that this valley is literally just a video game in real life, apparently. But yeah, going back to that dude who's like, dying while in the mech suit is fucking awesome. It's like, like, is that really a thing you want to go about telling people? You know, it's like, I just casually commit suicide because it feels kind of cool. Alright, sure, buddy. And again, why is that not a technology that we can, like, enhance in different ways? You know, like, make smaller. I am bringing all of the life to all of the places. I am such an awesome person. Look at that. Hey, look, it's these little guys. They're so cute. But of course, I need to swing over here because my loot pore sense is tingling. Stop sending bugs of peace at me. There you go, be peaceful. Did it. Alright. How does one get over to the place with the loot? You can live. Look at that. It's great. Come on, game. My loot pore sense was tingling for a reason. Don't let me down. Quest updated. Explore the elevator shaft. I mean, sure I can, but what if there is other loot that I want to go to? Ever since the Pathfinder program decided to use the Deadeye crane blocks as part of their training, my engineers have been consistently putting themselves in harm's way to set them up. One poor fellow fell to his death while stringing up a Deadeye across a chasm. We don't even get to wear a damn leaf suit, otherwise he would have lived. I mean, it's a legit question, like, why are the engineers not allowed to wear these things? That's just going to take me all the way to the bottom of the level, I think. Which means I'll have to do all the climbing again, but... You know what? I'm okay with that. Okay. Oops. Can we elevate our way up? Cool.
Only authorized personnel are permitted on the premise. In accordance with the War Measures Act, extreme security screening and clearance is in effect. All personnel entering cargo bay require appropriate badge identification.
Someone's gonna watch this and point all the moments where I miss loot in the comments. Well, you would do that, wouldn't you? There will be many times, I assure you. Did it. Continue the journey to reach the mountaintop facility. Well, I don't want to do that. I want to get my loot from the other place. But if I do that, then will I be able to get back up here? I don't think I will, because this lift is stuck up here now, surely. Huh. Am I suggesting I might have autists in my audience? I know I've got autists in my audience. I know that I do. Yeah. Did it. Headquarters, stuff, and all of the things. Cool. So this is yet another jumping puzzle area. Did Pathfinders train here? Well, I do think that that is likely, given the environment.
Some nights we'll head to the rooftops above my office and watch the auroras. I have no idea what he could possibly see in me, though. I tend to ramble a lot. I mean, who wouldn't find Mesoamerican calendrical systems anything other than fascinating? Guys love that stuff, right?
Well, I'm down with it, so hey, why not? But can we just point out the fact that you're basically now just saying that a dude is using his leaf suit to carry you onto the tops of buildings so that he can bang you in the moonlight? That seems like a little bit of an exploitation of military equipment to me. I feel like there's loot on some of these platforms that I've missed, but I have also been on, I believe, all of them. What are these things? I think they're just supposed to be chimneys or something, but I don't know. I want the energy. Ugh, get it. No one wants to be low energy. You think I would enjoy Subnautica? Think again. I hate open world survival things, because all they are is just go and punch trees and a load of really repetitive, boring shit. What's up, violent, glowing bee creatures? It's okay, I pacified you, bros. Well, she did say it was incredible, the things you could do in a leaf suit. You see, chat? Chat knows what's up. She was getting the D from literally a fucking leaf. Oh dear. I guess you could say that that was literally a fucking leaf. Pathfinder, everyone here thinks I'm lying. Nobody believes I got attacked by a grizzly bear during one of my runs. Luckily, I extracted its life before it could swipe at my face. I got real far before back to return its life energy. Hope I never see the likes of him again. So yeah, just casually murder a fucking bear. Erotic asphyxiation takes a whole new level when he can go to a whole new level when he can just revive you. Oh, yeah, actually, thinking about that, can you imagine? Because that guy earlier said, like, oh, killing yourself, you know, dying when you're in the leaf suit is an amazing experience and no one knows what it's like because they don't have leaf suits. But then can you imagine just, like, you know, taking the life of someone and then just resurrecting them? My god, that could be a whole new fetish for some people. Pathfinder squad point tally for the daily exercises. Land sharks, raptors, valkyries, buck riders, and wild roses. Okay, sure. I don't even know what that means, and I don't care. Fuck yeah! That was fun. We should do that more often. Not entirely sure what these pipes are about, but they're here. So what is this? A note from a Pathfinder. Medallions are getting cleaned up fast. Getting into the pyramid first is going to be tough. Hopefully I find more quick. I want to be the first to explore it. So are we going to have, like, a super-duper Pathfinder party when I get in there? And I can be like, hey guys, I'm not actually, like, one of you, but I'm kind of one of you. Sounds like BDSM could be taken to a whole new level. It really does, doesn't it? What? What? Oh, get screwed, game. That was some bullshit and you know it. I totally survived that. I grabbed onto that thing down there. Just because you've decided that there's no level left because you can't be bothered to render it. How did... No, I want the ability to extend the chain really far. What are you doing? I don't even understand. There we go. Oh. Come on, you can do it. Did it. Yeah, it is frustrating when games kill you mid-jump. Especially in that situation. I mean, it's literally I could have survived and just turned around. But apparently we've got so high that the rest of the level isn't rendering below those rocks. So it just, like, doesn't exist anymore because, you know, screw you. I guess that's the explanation for it, right? There's a Soma facility over there, but there's stuff over here and I want it. Is there anything over here? Secrets, maybe? It doesn't look like it. Oh well. We tried. Come on, game, can you, like, give me some music or some shit for the background here? This is getting kind of dull without it. Like, part of this, the appeal of this game early on was some of the ambient music that we had being absolutely gorgeous. Or is this just your way of saying, you're not going across the area fast enough, so screw you? Holy shit, it's the Soma facility, we're all doomed. Plot twist for the game Soma, it wasn't actually at the bottom of the ocean. It was on the top of a mountain that then got flooded. And this is that facility. I got so high the rest of the level isn't rendering. That's a sound bite. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, like, a decent sound bite. But that is exactly what happened. Come on. How long has this been abandoned? A long-ass time. Look at it. It's overgrown and shit. Now we have some beautiful music again, so I'm happy. Yeah, this facility got really messed up by time. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna explore the roofs and everything. Oh no, I failed. It's okay, there we go, did it.
While I appreciate being brought in to study the valley, I wish the military's presence was domineering. I can't say these giant structures add much to the view. It would be nice if this was simply a place of study and conservation.
Oh, shut up. How do you conserve things in an area if you don't have a facility to work from?
Gathering up as many of these strange orbs as they possibly can.
Well, you can gather them, but they respawn, so it's gonna be a while until you collect them all. Ah! Oh, look at that energy! Oh, God! I want it all. Come on, my loot. Oh, you are different. You were green for some reason. Why were you green? I don't trust you. Okay, I can fall through here, but I don't think I really want to yet. There's so much more of this facility to explore. No! Go that way. Thanks, game. See, look. Loot hoary. Am I right, energy? It pretty much is. Okay, I thought there was more to explore up here than there actually was. Palette swap, classic way of creating new enemies. I know, but I want to know why it was green. Besides, there's loot that I can see from up here. Ah, my brain. Ah. I want to get all of the loot that I have witnessed from the top of this awesome building. No, get up and in there! Get in there, you literally invisible walls. Get fucked, game. But no one likes invisible walls, okay? Video game designers, can you please just stop doing invisible walls? They are very immersion breaking. Use Amarite packs to restore a small amount of energy to your suit. Well, I just did. You gonna tell me anything else, game? They are literally just throwing energy at me now for the sake of it. What I want is boxes containing stuff. And I got a box, it contains stuff. I am one thing away from an energy upgrade. Energy upgrades would make me very happy. Fail. Oh well, we tried. Yes, chat, they are Amarite packs. Yeah, that's why you can't play Fallout 4, because looting and loot whoring. I know. I know. I understand that pain. It's one of the reasons why I kind of enjoyed Morrowind and Skyrim and Oblivion. All of the... just all the loot whoring. Just all of it. So much loot. Literally everywhere. Is that more loot? That's more loot. Exactly how many medallions do I need to get into the magical place of magic? Because I think I might have enough. I mean, we've got lots of them. That's all I'm saying, you know? They don't have any crates that you can jump inside of over here. Let's go say hello to our little friendly friends with their tiny antlers and shit. I like these little guys. It's possibly because they have antlers. I want loot, game. Gift loot. And the game gift loot. Note to the workers, those colossi statues all over this valley are a bit unnerving. Why would the ancient people who lived here build that kind of stuff? As scary as they are, I still find there is beauty in them. Something about the monstrous faces sitting amongst the calm forest captures the odd sense of allure. What are these giant statues? Where are they? Apparently this month, someone has posted videos of you, presumably me then, debunking Kang's invented everything on a regular basis. Oh yes, of course, because it's February, isn't it? It's the Black Months Matter event, celebrating the things that black people have contributed to the world. Only seems fitting that it is the shortest month of the year. Apparently I also need to kick V. Look, that's a meme I don't understand, I wasn't there for it, and I don't care. Wait, what? Okay, I can jump through them and they make a weird noise. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go and jump through that floor now. I believe I have acquired most of the loot in the area. I will be slightly disappointed if I haven't got all of it, but I'm willing to bet that there's probably 1 or 2 bits that I've missed. Although I can't say that I can see them. Yep. I think I've got all of it. Alright. Ah, yes. I wanted to see if I could get up onto this tower. I can't. Yep. Oh, come on, we need to swing upwards. This is a... You have a very strange way of thinking how swinging works, game. That's not how you swing. That's how you swing, you see? Ending in an upstroke. Ugh. Aha! Oh, crap. Crap, crap, crap. Aha! Did it. Screw you. I went to the place, game. You can't stop me. There is literally no reason for me to be up here. You can see stuff on the top of the tower, what you mean up there? Perhaps. But I don't think that there's a way up there. Can you stand on the edge of these things? No. It does look like you should be able to get up there, but you can't do it from here. Yeah, I don't actually think that there's anything up there. There was stuff on top, not in the middle. I'm not entirely sure if I agree. Like, how can you even see stuff that's up there? Really? Game? Fucking... This chain is literally made out of rubber. I don't actually think that there is anything up on top of that tower. I think you're just lying to me, chat, to try and activate my loot whore sense. Because I didn't see anything up there. But I mean, it does look like it should be an area that should have something on it, but I don't think that it does. But then again, why is this then here? Oh, it's just to give you the height to do that, I guess. We hear many Robo team. Dear, are you going to come back to XCOM 2? I loved your walkthroughs. Perhaps. I don't know. I might do. The way I've got my XCOM set up now, I'm running literally hundreds of mods, so it's not really XCOM anymore. I'll start playing Xenonauts. Have I played... No, that's Scribblenauts. I haven't played Xenonauts then. I don't know, maybe. I mean, I guess if you if you were to give me enough money to buy the games, then maybe I would. Perhaps. Nya. That's my way of trying to milk money from my audience. It's just like, yeah, well, if you give me money, I might do things. But let's be honest, everyone knows that, you know, you give me money and I'm not going to do anything. No trees or orbs nearby. Take energy from storage cells. Really? I mean, from those things. Wow, they contain quite a lot of energy. Can I put it back in? No. Okay. You wonder if I'm a woke hipster like Harmful Egg and Metica. What even is a fucking woke hipster? Like, I don't even know what that term is supposed to mean. Like, the only thing that I've seen it being referred to was for people who point out that the skeptic community are a community. Like, apparently that makes you a woke hipster or something, I don't know. Note from a guard! I'd give anything to be a Pathfinder, but there's no way I'd even be eligible unless I suddenly lost 60 pounds. That'll never happen. Too bad, I bet you could pick up a lot of girls in those... Yeah, you'd better believe it. Don't try to bribe you into giving me money. After all, I'm not Carl Benjamin, it's true. Wow, audio logs, can I listen to them?
September 17th, 1942. My name is Andrew Fisher, leading physicist and head of Project Pendulum. Pendulum is the research and development project directed by the Army Corps of Engineers to produce a weapon of mass destruction that can bring an end to the war through the unconditional surrender of our enemies. In response to the spy-ridden efforts of the Manhattan Project, headed by my cohort, Robert Oppenheimer, Pendulum has been founded under the utmost secrecy. Funds, pride, and soldiers' lives are all on the line in a race to win the war, thus giving rise to the name Pendulum.
So, nukes, but not nukes. That's what you're doing. Teal deer will whore for loot. It is true. I will whore for loot. How do you know I'm not Carl Benjamin? I don't know. Probably because I'm not a cringe-inducing, short, fat hobbit who fancies himself as some sort of revolutionary leader. Maybe. That might be an indication, perhaps. Alright. Pacify the swarm. Screw you and your palette swaps. You even explode into purple. It's almost like you were meant to be purple all along. Teal deer seems to be the long and short of it. I'm being bitchy in regards to Random Accam being a bitch when anyone points out that humans form groups and have different standards in versus out groups. Like, yeah, I think that was, like, the entire point of, like, the woke hipstering, but it's stupid. It's, humans have in-group, out-group dynamics, that's basically it. You've never seen Teal and Carl Benjamin in the same room at the same time. Interesting. It's true. It is true. Because Teal deer would never do what Sargon did on that stream with Garipe. What? Like, I don't know. I don't know what that means exactly. A note from a worker. Most of the contractors who help construct this place have since been sent back home, having no idea what exactly in the mountain they had been working for. As far as they knew, they were simply building an alternative energy research compound. The army was careful to hide the orbs, ruins, and sprites from the contractors, limiting where they could go and what they could see. How the hell did they do that exactly? You literally walk outside and you can fucking see orbs. How are you stopping people from noticing that? Like, how could you do that? I don't think that's true. I think you're lying to me, game. God damn it. Someone was subbed to Sargon until he let his ego get the best of him and got upset because the alt-right embarrassed him because he was behaving like Thomas Smith. He is being a child. Yeah, pretty much. I was actually watching the A Case for Ethno-Nationalism video, like the live stream that he did with Millennial Woes. I started watching it ages ago and just never finished it. So today I started it over from the beginning. I'm about an hour away from the end. And all I can think listening through that is just, my god, Sargon sounds exactly like Kathy Newman in this interview. It's a lot like it's his whole like, oh, averages don't really exist. You can't say that someone is an average. There is no average. It's like, no, averages absolutely exist. What are you talking about, you fool? And then it was just a load of like whataboutism and other nonsense like that. It's just, how and why? You're being ridiculous.
It was agreed upon to shroud Pendulum within the government itself. All those who knew of Pendulum's true intent are here. Though admittedly extreme, we can ensure an ironclad umbrella of secrecy. Information can only come in, and none can go out. As far as anyone else
Holy damn, you can get a lot of height on those.
Does not exist. This valley does not exist.
How does one... Can you literally... You can't open doors in this game, apparently. Ah, wait, there's a hole. There's a hole in the wall. No, get in it. Get in it. There we go. There was a hole in a wall and it led somewhere, and I want to know where it is. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sargon was defeated by the honey badgers asking him, and I quote, "Did you watch the entire video?" To which Sargon replied, "Well, no." I wish I could say I was surprised. People are really bad at watching their detractors' videos, I've noticed. Like, anyone who disagrees with people these days, it seems like they're incapable of actually watching the entirety of the rebuttal. It's really bizarre. And someone saying, "You think you are smarter than you are" was fame-worthy. Yeah, it was brilliant and very true. And you know what I find really funny about that? Like, I know that these streams are supposed to be about the vidya, but let's be honest, people like it when I get sidetracked and just ramble about other stuff. Get it? But you can tell that that comment really got under Sargon's skin. And I noticed this because I think it was like a few days later he did one of his, those god-awful This Week in Stupid thing, which is basically, in my mind, what it should be called is reading 2 or 3 stories and becoming unreasonably annoyed with them and shouting at things unreasonably. But yeah, on the one which followed that, he sort of made a big point about how he pronounces the word issue, because he was like, "Oh, I've noticed I've been saying it as issue, like I'm some sort of upper-class snob person, but that's not who I am. I'm not one of those people, and so I'm going to go back to saying it the working-class way, like issue." And I was just like, wow, yeah, that comment really got under your skin by the fact that you're now publicly saying, "I am not the kind of person who should be using like the upper class political language sort of thing." I just found that really hilarious, because it was like, wow, that comment really got under your skin. Because you're saying you're actively going to work against pronouncing something properly, because it makes you sound, because the way you're pronouncing it now makes you sound higher educated and smarter than you actually are. So it's like, no, I need to go back to saying it that way because I don't want to say it the proper way. It's just like, yeah, wow. That comment really got under your skin like that, didn't it? Yeah. Pretty funny, I think. What further things are this on the screen? I know it's going to sound gay as fuck, but you've become your favourite anti-feminist YouTuber. You're super effective against feminism. No, I'm really not. I'm totally ineffective against feminism. Because, I don't know if you've noticed, but they still are getting all of their bullshit into law and whatnot. I mean, the UN... Ah! Fucking throat! Ah! Ow. That really hurt. Ow. Yeah, sorry, I've been noticing this has been getting worse when I talk now. Ah. Ugh. Ow. Yeah, sorry, that's just a thing which has been happening increasingly when I talk now. My voice just gets completely fucked. Like, my vocal cords just kind of, like, paralyze for a second. It's all part of the horrendous whatever medical problem it is that I have. I've been noticing that my vocal cords are starting to cease functioning as well. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. But yeah, no, I'm totally ineffective against feminism. Ow. Sorry, my throat is really hurting now after that. That was just like a proper fucking stab in the throat. Ow. I'm just going to try and stretch my neck off a little bit. Might help it. Okay, I think that's, well, maybe eased it off a little bit. But yeah, no, I'm totally ineffective against feminism, as is pretty much everyone else on YouTube, because they're still doing everything that they do. If you go and you look at, like, the UN's latest, oh, look what we achieved, we did all of the good things, you know, it's still very much in place. You know, all of this YouTube stuff is going to do not a goddamn thing to stop it.
All personnel must report to the front desk with appropriate security clearance.
But yeah, that's how that is. Hey, what else was there? What was the other stuff? Because I saw the same, more things. You like my content, period. You don't take yourself too seriously. Yeah, I know. The autistic egg cannot play games for shit. Hey, I'm doing all right here. I found the secret thing. Yeah. Yeah. People like it when I get sidetracked. No, Teal, they were fascinated by the game. No, really. Yeah, This Week in Stupid is the same thing as my monthly live streams. I know. Like, I am very well aware of that. Why do you think I would constantly introduce my live streams by saying, this is the time of the month now where people send me things and I become unreasonably annoyed by them, or pretend to be unreasonably annoyed by them for your entertainment. There's a little degree of self-awareness there. It's also why I don't do those pieces of shit anymore. Frankly, I'm sick of them. They're boring as hell for me to do. But yeah, people have given up on feminism. The problem is both the left and the right in America depend on the feminist status quo. I don't think they have given up on feminism. I think if you asked most people about it, they will still be, they'll still be feminists. Do I need super chats for cold medicine? No, that's, the thing which is happening to my throat isn't a cold. It's not related to that. It's related to the other, problems that I have. Basically, well, as we should all mostly know by now, I have a chronic pain condition which affects my legs for the most part, but also affects, it's just a general muscular thing, so it would seem. And obviously your vocal cords are muscles, so they get affected a little bit sometimes as well on some of the other days. That's just how it is. And because it seems to be a degenerating condition, it's only going to get, you know, it's only going to get worse from here, so I have already accepted my fate. Yeah. So, who knows, maybe in a few years I won't actually be able to talk anymore because my vocal cords will just be constantly seized and not moving. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. I've noticed that it's just increasingly painful to talk, especially for extended periods of time. So let's move on from that depressing subject. Yeah, so note from Administrator. Trying to keep this operation a secret has been an absolute nightmare. Between coordinating surreptitious supply drops, securing illegitimate funds, channeling resources and manpower to creating thousands of ghost accounts and fake officers to bury the operation from any level of government, barring someone accidentally stumbling across this location in one of the most remote areas of the planet, there is no chance anyone will find us. You know. Would I like recommendations on herbs that could help? You mean you're going to tell me to start taking marijuana? No. And also, I'm very well aware of herbal remedies for problems which I have, and I take a shitload of them already. That's part of the reason why it's not as bad as it is, and why I'm still actually somewhat able to function sometimes. So from Private Riley, I've been ordered to patrol the Soma facility again today. I've circled through the same room 30 times since noon. At least I get to smile at the cute scientist in the pressure chambers each time. She hasn't smiled back at me yet. I hope she doesn't find me creepy. She probably does, bro. Either that or she's just too busy doing shit to notice. It's odd to think about what exactly a life is once you've experienced quantum death. Oh, what is that? What exactly are the ingredients that make up my life? My ingredients aren't really any different from anyone else's. Carbon, calcium, hydrogen, held together with some energy. So what exactly that makes me? I guess if anything, it's just a pattern. One that forms out of the chaotic blender of matter in the universe, like a whirlpool out of the water. And when I die, that pattern simply dissipates back into the cosmos. Are we all the same universe, simply expressed differently? Yes, you are. That is exactly what you are. Ironically, I will only be able to it's weird. It's funny, like, I seem to be one of the only people who can actually, like, Teal a weed whacker. I don't know what that means. If you mean someone who takes weed, no. If you mean someone who thinks that recreational drugs is pointless and that people probably shouldn't do them, then yes. I'm sure there's medical benefits to it as well. In fact, I know there's medical benefits to it, but since that wouldn't be available to me in this country, there's no point in even considering it. You're a self-taught herbalist. Yes, so am I. So, yeah. It's a thing. Yeah, it's true. If all the muscles in my throat do seize, I won't be able to talk, but you can just cut all the muscles so it can't seize, but I'll be mute, though. Yeah, I'd rather not do that. Like, I don't know if that's going to be, like, an end point to this. I don't think it's going to get that severe, but, who knows? It's one of those things you just have to wait and see how bad things get, so... Oh, I think it means you go like a weed whacker. That's very possible. Because we all know that is a thing. I've noticed some other people have tried to like, in some of their videos and on live stream stuff. People just seem to be really bad at it. Like, they don't seem to be able to get the croakiness of the... Like, I don't know why, but some people just seem to be bad at it. It just comes out as kind of like a... like this sort of half-hearted, slightly perturbed sheep sound or something. It's not that difficult, but apparently a lot of people can't do it. Yes, I know tobacco has similar side effects to cannabis. That's why I think cannabis largely sucks. This is why I'm much more a fan of, if people want to use it medicinally, using it as like an oil or a concentrate or something like that, or as a tea. Because that way you kind of avoid all of the smoking problems. But, you know, you do get load of other problems with it as well, so yeah, who knows. Note from a researcher, the energy orbs growing here are the key to the valley. Pendulum completely depends on the vast magnitude of energy these orbs contain within them. Regardless of where they came from, they are the key to ending the war. Through Pendulum, we can harness the so-called Am I Right? I'm going to just call it Am I Right from now on, because it's just so funny. The Am I Right energy of the orbs, and release it however we see fit. Oppenheimer's atomic bomb will pale in comparison to what we can produce here. That'd be really cool. Please don't. You have high-end audio gear and you're cracking my corneas. Yeah, that's kind of the point of the Re, bro. That's exactly what it's supposed to be. It's funny how pleasant Teal'c's voice normally is, and when he rees or does the yelling thing, it always startles me. Oh, that seems completely reasonable, frankly. I've never thought that I've got a particularly good voice, but apparently I do. Like, people seem to like it. I've never really liked my own voice, though, but, oh well. Anyway, a note from a researcher. That no-good Simmons is sucking up to Fisher again. He's always first to volunteer for assignments, which is no surprise, as Fisher can hardly enter a room without him following. He's not even all that smart, just great at agreeing with everything Fisher has to say. Is that how you get ahead these days? Yes, it is. Was that, the private message earlier? Was that from Simmons? I actually can't remember. That's another really annoying problem with this, whatever disease it is that I've got. Short-term memory and just recalling things in general. It's getting really bad. It's, very annoying, actually. That's the worst part about it, to be honest. The memory problems and the lack of ability to focus and, just the general fogginess. That's the worst part, honestly. Ugh. Anyway, note from psychologists. Several guards on Nightwatch have reported large creature sightings. Come on, give us spooky, scary skeletons. Some of them are a little shaken up by this. It might just be that being stuck in the middle of nowhere for so long is finally getting to them. Either way, we'll need full annual psychological assessments for all personnel in the near future. You did it. Someone saying, was this message about the stepfather and what message? Oh, the creepy person following you thing, very possibly. I like how these generators just recharge. I effectively have infinite energy. Another one, memo, please report any suspicious activity to an officer immediately. Any hesitation could place the entire place in jeopardy. Of course it could. Oh, someone has the exact opposite. You can't forget anything. Yeah, you see, I used to be one of those people, but, now not so much. It's very annoying. Especially, like, you know, when your brain has kind of, like, been one of those things that you've really had, like, fine-tuned and relied upon for, like, work and shit throughout, like, all your life, and you've just been really good at, like, basic, sort of memory recall for, like, really sort of obscure things. You know, when you start to lose that, it becomes very frustrating very quickly. The message sucking up to one's superior. Yeah, that probably was, to be fair. Yeah, apparently V doesn't like me for some reason. I don't know why. Someone just told me that. It's like V is like, has a problem with me or something now. I don't know why. Like, we had a conversation a couple of years ago. It was very pleasant. Quite nice, you know. But now apparently these days he's decided he doesn't like me for some reason. It's weird. It's just... It's one of those things you just, like, want to ask people in that really diffusing way. You know, that Homer Simpson at boot camp way. It's like, listen, Simpson, I don't like you and you don't like me. What, you don't like me? I like you. You know, I want to just pull one of those, because it would just amuse me. So, Area 634 isolation policy is currently in effect. All vehicles and personnel entering the site can no longer leave until project completion. The rail tunnel and airport will remain closed until that time. All communication is on full lockdown. Oh no, and that was from Mr. Thomas Wilson. Ah, it's crazy. Let's see if we we got that one. I want to get all of the information. I want all of the lore. Here we go. There's another one. Memo, all personnel are expected to work longer hours during the ramp-up in production. If you believe you're unable to perform your duties, please report to a supervisor immediately. Ah. Yeah, someone's saying, Teal, why would you care? V could make good content, but he's too busy sucking up to Sargon and playing follow the latest trend. Well, I don't care. I don't care if people like me or don't like me, especially when they're, you know, just a bunch of E-celebs. I don't give a shit. But, you know, it's just, it would just be, like, fun, I think, to, sort of say, just to do that sort of, hey, you don't like me, what? You don't like me? I like you, sort of thing. You know, just because it's just fun to, like, see people's reactions and their, you know, especially when it's like, you know, they've, like, decided that they don't like you, but you're just, like, totally disarming towards them. It's like, oh.
I can't believe it. I'm almost at a loss for words. This is the discovery of a lifetime. No, of the 20th century. Have I found Schrodinger's cat? This is beyond my wildest imagination. As a result of the reaction between the Amrita energy and the Pathfinder's own life force, they experience what I have dubbed quantum death. When a Pathfinder dies while wearing the suit, their consciousness branches into a new reality, unharmed. They achieve quantum immortality.
But then they come back. That doesn't jive very well. So what happened? Are we talking, are we talking that sort of, like, splitting of consciousness here? Like, you die, but your body gets resurrected. As a result of your body getting resurrected, your consciousness is resurrected. But when you have the quantum death thing, there's another consciousness that branches off from yours. I mean, is that where we're going with this? Because I'm okay with that. I found a thing. Look, it's a secret. It's a yellow disc. There's another one. Okay, they're just rivets. I thought I found something. Turns out I did not. Now, let's go have a little poke around this area, see if there's some more notes or something. That makes very little sense. I know, but that's part of the fun of games. At least Soma made a kind of sense. Hey, Soma made a hell of a lot of sense, actually. Haha! We broke it! Look at that! Game's broken. There's a pencil and a plate floating in the middle of nowhere. And it clips! No, it doesn't clip. Look, it's interactable. You can stand on a floating plate in the middle of the frickin' room. Look at that. 2 out of 10. Whoever created this game. Absolutely broken. Totally unusable. You think I'm a better game reviewer than Total Biscuit? No. I mean, first of all, he doesn't really do reviews. He does first impressions things. But second of all, well, I don't do reviews either. I kind of do first impressions things as well. Just in the form of live streams. I've run through the annual psychological assessment for all personnel stationed in Area 634. Many are reaching a breaking point in their isolation from friends and family back home, and work hours demanding from them is taking a toll on their morale. Despite this, most are quite mentally stable. Yes, of course. And you're not concerned about this Fisher guy. That instantly means that I am concerned about that Fisher guy. Game's broken, said everyone who has played an Activision, Blizzard, or EA game in the last 5 years. Yeah, but those games are broken. Energy's full, oh no. But I found the secret, right? Right? Guys? Right? So there's that swarm of flies that I could hear. Go away. Just leave me be, tiny flies. Did I collect everything in this room? I mean, I suppose it's one of the things when I say I've broken the game, at least I acknowledge that I was the one who broke it most of the time. So I guess that's a thing, I suppose, maybe. Because let's be honest, it is usually me who breaks the game, because I try to do stupid things. Blizzard have made some good games. Yeah, that's the thing. Blizzard made good games once. Their games now are just garbage. They're just, like, appealing to the lowest common denominator of shit. I mean, they stripped World of Warcraft of any, like, remotely individual or good things that it had about it. We're never going to get Warcraft 4. StarCraft 2 is, what, 15 years old now? We're never going to get another one of them. They're too busy making skins for Overwatch, and Overwatch is just Babby's first shooter. It's garbage. Oh, don't mind us with our hitboxes 3 times the size of the characters. Means you can headshot people around corners when they're not even fucking visible, but hey, there you go. Gotta make it so those 12-year-olds can put up their headshot montages on YouTube and feel like they're really doing something. Anyway, note from Private Matthews. The way Edwin makes a show with Virginia all the time really makes my teeth grind. Everyone knows that romantic involvement between personnel is prohibited. Yet no one does anything about it. Why does he get to run around with a girl while the rest of us sit around playing poker for the 9,000th time? Well, bro, it's because you don't have a leaf suit. Like, if you had a leaf suit, you'd be absolutely, pimping it out. You know? Just like that dude is. Hey, we get to watch movies. Pathfinders can leap. Pathfinders can run fast. Pathfinders can take life. Pathfinders can die. Yes. Pathfinders can give life. And it's the same stuff all over again. Yeah.
Pathfinders are divided into squads of 3. Your objectives include testing leaf technology and to aid the anthropological...
Was that harmful opinions today? Oh shit, I forgot about this bullshit. Do you have to wait a while before you start throwing widow headshots around or the enemy team leaves and the match gets cancelled? It's like, yeah, that's how it goes. Don't forget the forced 50-50 win-loss. I don't know whether it is, like, a 50-50 enforced win-loss ratio. Because some people say that about Dota, but it's based on MMR, that you'll always end up with around a 50-50 win-loss ratio, but it's not a strictly enforced one. So did I just clip through that? What the hell, game? That's not a secret, that's just broken.
To produce bombs of unparalleled yield, we rely upon the life seed housed within a reactor found deep underground beneath the Soma facility. By harvesting the high-energy yield orbs found within the valley, we pass their energy through the life seed, which acts as a sort of amplifier, magnifying the energy to unprecedented levels. The explosives we create here will dwarf anything the Manhattan Project could ever possibly fathom.
The other scientists were talking about atoms. I told them not to trust them since they make up everything. They asked me to leave. Who wrote that? Was that Jeff Holiday that wrote that? Oh no, there's some guy called Miller. Sorry, I got them confused. Red barrels, it's got to explode, video game logic. It doesn't explode, I'm disappointed. It's not enforced, but if you keep winning, they keep up matching until you lose. Yeah, that's how an MMR system works as well. So it's not an enforced 50-50. You can climb the ladder, but you'll eventually reach people who are better than you because, well, that's how MMR works. Like, same thing happens in, like, Dota. It's, you keep playing, basically, until you meet people who are better than you, and then you kind of sit at that level. If you will... The thing is, it's like, you won't get, like, necessarily totally enforced 50-50 win rate, but you'll get something like that. It'll normally end up as about a 60, like, 40-60 or something like that, until you reach kind of the peak of your MMR, which is the peak of your skill, and then it will be about 50-50. Was this supposed to be like some sort of arena fight where those things keep spawning until I got out? Because if it was, then I'm severely disappointed. And also I want to look around for secrets, because... game. Yeah, we've got this very threatening music, like this was supposed to be some sort of really proper fight or something, but it wasn't. Oh, we're getting more medallions and shit. You've been getting unexplained lag spikes when you've been winning a bit too often, or put into teams with noobs and griefers, or matches that are almost over. I don't like games that put you into matches that are like halfway through. I think that's bullshit. But noobs and griefers exist at every skill level. You'll find them no matter what, so... Anyway, researchers, I thought the bombs being created were impressive enough, but it's that new weapon prototype that will undoubtedly steal all the attention. It's being called Thanatos. Yeah. But yeah. This game has become a lot less interesting now that we're inside this facility and you can't, like, properly exploit the sprinting and massive leaping. So it's kind of slowed down a little bit, and I think that's working to this game's detriment overall. Like, if you give people, like, a running and jumping game and all of that quick stuff, then you should probably try and keep to that as much as possible, and you can't really do that inside this facility. It's a little bit sad, actually. That was a weird sound anomaly. Okay. Where am I supposed to go from here? Over here. Ah, wait. Aha! I didn't notice that thing before. There we go. Did it. I like how they put, like, crane overhead signs for when the crane is overhead. It's very useful. Okay, we have a medallion. That's always nice.
The valley, it's suffering. The natural life here seems to be slowly dwindling. Edwin thinks I'm crazy, but I think
that self-righteous anthropologist is stirring up trouble again. My moral objections to the last
Sweet.
If it weren't for the isolation policy, I'd have her removed from the premises and sent back home.
Were they harming the valley? Well, very possibly. I mean, you're literally going into a place and removing its natural resources. I mean, that's very rarely going to be good for it. I kind of want to go back into not the valley, but the area after it, because there was an acorn door back there, and I didn't get a chance to explore it. Did it. These enemies aren't very impressive. I'm hoping that they're going to try and, like, you know, beef them up a little bit. The orbs that grow within the valley yield vast deposits of energy. Pendulum aims to win the war by harnessing this energy using the life seed bombs and stuff, and yeah. Got an achievement called the Madman's Hubris. Which YouTubers do you think that is applied to, game? Chat? Get where you want to go fast with the push rod. Aha. Yeah, that sounds fun. Piston maximum velocity upgrade. So I'm guessing I can now sprint even faster.
Our newly developed pushrod pistons will allow pathfinders to achieve an unprecedented velocity. By energizing the tunnel rails, the leaf suit should conduct enough energy to reach immense speeds.
Okay, that's really cool, but you now need to be putting me in an outside environment. Run on the rails to travel faster? I can do that. I also have a little buff who has just appeared in here for fun. And she's shouting at me. What do you want, little buff? What is it, little one? What? What is it? Okay, this is cool and all, but yeah. I mean, this is what we needed. Like, if you're gonna do that, you know, super fast running segments of these sorts of games, this is the kind of stuff that you need. But I kind of feel like we need to be picking stuff up or dodging something. But, you know, this is fun. I've got that definite need for speed going on here. Damn, son. Holy sweet merciful literally everything. That was fun. Apparently you bounce when you land if you jump really far and hard. Is that my dog or cat? You know which one that is. Like, just seriously, what is it? It's the current year and you don't even know that I have a cat. Do you even internet, bruh? Fuck yeah, speedrunners. Here we go, this is what you needed more of in this segment. Awesome, long, crazy jumps. Check that shit out. Okay, this is cool. See, this is what you needed. The facility was boring because you couldn't do crazy running shit like this. Holy crap, that's cool. I love how they've got musical cues as well for some of those, like, really epic jumps. See, this is what it should be. Come on, let's go. I've probably run past a load of secret boxes in this area. You know what? I find it really hard to care because this is just awesome. Don't even care what those signs say. Not even mad. Let's go, let's make it happen. Okay, this segment's getting a little bit long now. It's still fun. That's what you need. I want to go down on that part of the track. Can I get there? Oh, okay. See, this is what we want. Big, crazy leaps through large open areas so you get to see some awesome shit. I feel like I've kind of sunk into the ground a little bit here. Disregard Allahu Akbar bugs. Acquire winning. I feel very short here. Like my character has just clipped through everything. Okay, that was cool. Gotta admit, syncing the music up there was fantastic.
A report just came in stating that Manhattan's first yield test was a surefire success. The explosion yielded 20 kilotons of TNT energy. I know I can outmatch this at greater efficiency, but time is running out. I am ordering a 300% increase in production to meet quotas for a megaton blast yield, produced in 3 days' time. But of course, our trump card lies in the Thanatos cannon prototype under development. Its power, unlike anything Oppenheimer could possibly fathom. With this technology, we'll become the closest thing to gods the world has ever seen.
Yeah, you've gone kind of mad with the whole, hey, we get crazy power sort of stuff. Yeah. Your character is Ant-Man. A little bit. A little bit. Haha! 1.21 gigawatts. Yeah, I think that's what this operation needs. It needs more gigawatts of, like, every description. I wonder if I have to press this button. Cool. Which door is going to open? That one. Cool. It's a pretty big-ass door. Gotta admit, I like it. Anyway, I might take a little moment to have a chat with, little Bart, since it's quiet. Papa. Would you like to meow for the people on the internet? I don't know if they can hear you, but the game might be a little too loud. You're gonna have to speak up. Yeah? Really? I think we're gonna have to turn the sound down and we can just appreciate the gloriousness that is Baba shouting. What? What is it? You want to come here and shout at the internet, Ba? Do you? Well, come on then. Come over here. Come over here and shout at people on the internet. They love you. They do. But you have to shout at them, because that's how they know you're here. And appreciating the fact that they love you. You gonna do it? Or are you gonna sit and sniff your cat tree? You're gonna sit and sniff your cat tree. And lick yourself. You don't want to shout at people on the internet then? No? Are they just beneath you? Those filthy internet peasants? You will not perform on demand for them? Is that how it's gonna be, Baba? Yeah, apparently that's how it's gonna be. Yeah. Sorry, chat, but, yeah, she's not going to perform, unfortunately. It's kind of sad, but, oh well. No meow today. There were several meows, I just don't know if you could hear them over the game sound. If you start shouting again, then I will try, once more to get her involved in the stream. But for now, apparently, you filthy peasants are not worthy of her. It's because Merc isn't here to pay money to feed her, so obviously she's not going to do anything just for your amusement.
Fisher's all but ignoring any of my pleas to slow down what they're doing to Zach. We're speeding blindly past the point of no return. Edwin can see too. The animals have all vanished and died off. The trees are withering away. Even those enraged swarms have become incredibly aggressive. And the danger. What will happen to that?
Well, yes, if you have the reactor turned on and all of the wildlife begins to die, then it seems to me kind of obvious that this thing is drawing out enough energy to be killing all of the things. It's basic logic 101, yo. I need to get some sort of Arabian breed of cat and name it Angela Muck. No, I'm quite content with the cat that I have now, and she is quite content being the only cat on the premises. So this way she has her territory and everything. Which is more than she had when she first was found by someone else, because that was when she was in her first adopted home before she was rehomed with me. And there were like 4 other cats in that area. So yeah, like now she has her own territory. She's not sitting hiding in a cage all damn day because she gets bullied relentlessly because she was really tiny. She still is really tiny, to be fair. Really not a very large cat. Alright, let's go touch the reactor. Retrieve the life seed. Get it. Life seed amplifies any energy that passes through it. More testing needs to be conducted to further learn its effects.
Warning, solar reactor deactivated. Fuel link to Astra has been disrupted. All Area 634 occupants are in danger of life extraction. Please suspend Astra operations immediately.
Did it. What the hell is Astra? Who knows at this point? It's part of the mystery of the world. We will have our answers soon enough, perhaps. I mean, after all, this game is supposed to be, I believe, about 6 hours long, so we should have our answers in, I don't know, about another 4 hours, maybe? Although I'm not actually sure if that's going to be the case, because, well, as we've all seen, I like to explore shit. Ah, I needed to be over there. Okay. How does one get to over there? Well, the answer is by having not gone down that route. God damn it. I can hear a little bot shouting. What is it? Do you want to come in here and shout? Because I think you should probably consider coming in here and shout. Because the internet likes to hear you shout.
The second facility built within the valley, named Astra, works in unison with Soma. The valley's
You want to
orbs
come
are
in here,
harvested
little
at the
buck?
Astra facility, which then cycles through the Soma reactor to be
No,
amplified and returned
you're just
to
ignoring
Astra
me
for
now.
weapon creation. The two facilities are interdependent on each other, like yin and yang, to maintain a balance.
I'm not 100% sure where I'm supposed to be going now. I'm guessing I'm just going to run along here. It's linked with Soma and amplified. Ah, yes, this facility does stuff. That was not a swarm of flies. That was something else. I'm guessing that's going to be part of the horror element. Yeah, we are encountering the horror element of this game, I believe. Holy sweet damn, what the ever-loving shit are you? I'm guessing that's one of our not demon things, or actually one of the actual demon things, maybe. Someone thinks my cat is a Nyan cat. Is the game loud to my voice? Is it loud to my voice again now that I've changed it? Hello, Bar. I'm going to put that all the way down. You want to come and shout in here? Come on. What? What? You want to shout at the internet some more? Hmm? What? What is it? Would you like to do some more shouting? Hmm? No. No, I think she's done shouting now. But yeah, I think that's probably as close as you're going to get to hearing Bar shouting now. I can't get the microphone any closer to her without removing it from the stand, and that's kind of hard. You want to shout more? Hmm? What? What is it? No? Okay. She is done, I believe. And then you're shouting again. It's not dinner time yet, Baba. You know that it's not dinner time. But you're going to try your luck anyway, because it's very important. So get the game volume back a little bit here and proceed on with things. Kittens turning grown powerlifting men into little boys again. Well, yeah, because she was adorable. She is my absolutely adorable little puppy. And we've been over this on the last stream as well. There is a reason that you speak to animals in a different tone of voice to that which you use with people. It's because that way, the animal knows that you are addressing them, even if you are just being kind of a sarcastic dick to them. Which is something which I frequently find myself being, because what a surprise, I am a colossal sarcastic dick. Loud? What, this is still loud, is it? There were no complaints of it before. I'm not entirely sure where that slider was before, though. You can hardly hear me? Really? Everything is peaking up fine. Like, my mic is too low. It shouldn't be. Maybe I knocked the game dial a little bit. Is that better? That should be louder now.
There should be enough energy within Suma's auxiliary reserves to sustain the link for years. However, if the link to Suma is ever disrupted...
Like, no one was complaining about the game being too loud before. I'm not sure if I've got it... Now it's better. Okay. Put that down just a little bit more to be, Before you weren't in an industrial area. Yeah, it's true, I suppose. But even when I was in the industrial era, people didn't seem to really have a huge problem. Find a way to shut down the destabilized facility. We can do that. If you like horror games, I don't, Trust your viewers, Captain Sarcasmo. No, I don't trust my viewers. What I have found is that 90% of the time when people complain about anything on the internet, they're wrong anyway. And usually very stupid. I'm not going to extend my audience the courtesy of thinking that they are anything other than typical people on the internet. Not that it really matters, because I've still made the game quieter anyway, so... Congratulations, you won, I guess? But yeah, what did I think of the original Dead Space? First Dead Space was great. One of the best games ever made. I tried playing the second one. I got, I think, about halfway through it, and then my PS3 died, basically. And then I couldn't be bothered to get it on PC to play it. Although, to be fair, I could do that, and I might do that now, actually, at some point. Leg Day? I fucking love Leg Day. Your viewers are the best, admit it. No. You are just regular internet plebs like everyone else. You are not glorious e-celeb people. Mind you, e-celeb people are actually worse than regular internet people. Yeah, you know what? Like, compared to e-celebs, you guys are fucking awesome. Fucking hate e-celebs. Bunch of egotistical dicks. He says, being an e-celeb and an egotistical dick. But that's not the point. I have self-awareness when it comes to that topic. So it's fine. Right? Something like that. Yeah, leg day is my favourite day. Yeah, I know that feel, bro. Although I don't actually do leg days, I just do push days and pull days. Which means I just, you know, it's kind of like every day is leg day, every other day is leg day. Yeah, you can make it. You made it. Congratulations. What are you exactly? I don't... I'm gonna shoot you no matter what you... Oh, you actually have, like, tracking shots and stuff. You kind of work out where I'm gonna be and then shoot ahead of my movements. You're not exactly absolutely terrifying, but, you know, you annoy the right people. Have you considered that? Well, no, I know that I annoy the right people. So that's completely fine. Like, I'm very well aware of that fact. That's why very few people... Well, that's why a lot of the E-Sled people, who are in quite an incestuous little group, don't like me. It's because I piss them off because I say all of the right things. Well, according to them, I say all of the wrong things. Reminds someone of a clip they saw in the movie Peyton. I'll admit I'm a prima donna. Hell, I'm just mad that Monty won't admit it. Seems like it's got somewhat relevance. Teal Deer VR, we are all cogs in the machine, we can be replaced, we're not special. If one believes in destiny, if one dies before meeting their destiny, someone else will fulfill the destiny. Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of my view of life and humanity in general. You're really nothing special, like, you're nowhere near as special as you think you are. Like, for all people seem to complain about, like, Total Biscuit, sometimes he's got the complete correct attitude towards his audience. It's the same attitude I have, it's just like, look, I do appreciate that you watch things, you know, it's like, yeah, I really do, I appreciate the fact that you watch things, but I'm not going to bend over backwards to metaphorically suck your cocks. Like, if you say things that are stupid, I'm going to point out you're saying things that are stupid. And you're numbers to me, like, I can't treat you as total individuals, because it's simply not practical. Those chains are made of rubber. They do not swing properly. But yeah, that's just the sad reality of how you have to treat an audience. Like, you can't treat everyone as if they're your best friends. It doesn't work like that. You are literally numbers to me, because I can't treat you as if you're anything else. Can't really ethically treat you as if you're anything else anyway. Because, you know, if I do, like, something with one person or something like that, then it becomes, oh, well, Senpai noticed them, why aren't you noticing me? And then, obviously, it's always your critics and the people who don't like you who get the most butthurt when you do things like that. Because then it's just like, oh, well, you only notice people that you like, you're not noticing people who disagree with you. It's like, yeah, no, I am, it's just that often your disagreements are so incredibly stupid but they're not worth my time. Bring life to all of the trees. It's so important. I like trees. Trees are great. Oh, there's the freaky ghost dude. He's totally not a ring wraith that's shooting at me. Come on, fight me, ghosts. I'm guessing this was supposed to be, like, the horror element of these games, you know, ghosts and shit, but it's not really, like, horror-y to me. I'm not feeling the scared bit if we're supposed to do that. Sentences you will never hear from Teal Deer. You guys are the best. Without you guys, I'd have gotten nowhere. We are family over here. Yeah, you'll never hear any of that bullshit from me, because it's not true. Anyone who tells you that it is true is fucking lying to you. Like, you can appreciate what people... Like, the fact that, yes, your audience did did build you, but equally those people are just, you know, they're just cogs in a machine, that's it. And you can't realistically treat them as if they're anything else, And the thing is, when you start doing that whole, oh, you guys are like the greatest, we're all family, and yeah, I love all of you, all you're doing is giving people false impressions. Because the problem is, what's going to happen is then you get those hyper-fan moron types who do the whole senpai noticed me thing unironically, and then they spend their time thinking that, you know, you actually are their best friend and things like that. And then that is just actively harmful to your interactions with people, because they come to believe something that isn't true. You treat other people as tools to achieve your goals. You're very Machiavellian. I don't see that as being Machiavellian, I see that as being realistic. Like, frankly, that is kind of how people are. Like, you can try and... Why did this light patch just appear, and what the hell made it appear? There is no way that light is casting that light there. I don't even know. But yeah, like, you can try and like people and all that stuff. You will find some people that you genuinely like, but for most people, it's, nah, you're literally just here to fulfill a purpose, and that's kind of it. Yep. Made it. Hey look, more leaf suits. But Edwin Hall is missing. Ah. Ah. By the way, Dr. Lehman started sniping his own audience because they're mindlessly attacking others instead of listening to his message. That doesn't surprise me. Like, that, it's one of the things that I fucking hate the most about internet stuff, is people who are just complete fucking sheep. You know, when it comes to following senpai and shitting on people who disagree with senpai, it's like, oh, just please stop. Like, especially just the comments which are just straight up aggression, just like, oh, you're an idiot because. It's like, no, try and be civil, like, try, maybe. Anyway, the Soma and Astra facility are held in a delicate balance. While Astra takes, Soma gives. The two are interlocked with each other, kind of like a yin-yang. In order to produce bombs, we need an external source of energy to inject into the system to pass through the life seed, acting as an amplifier and outputted to weapons-grade fuel. I have to admit, I'm a little afraid to be working with such a delicate and dangerous system, but I'm certain the bombs we're building out of it, will put an immediate end to the warfare. Well, perhaps. This is a leaf armory. I'm kind of hoping there's going to be some awesome upgrades in here, because if there aren't, I'm going to be very disappointed. Nothing beats running in the snow with the snowshoe attachments on my leaf suit. Sliding down hills, gliding on ice, and sitting back and watching the demons chase snowflakes are some of my favourite memories of this place. Can I get skis? I want skis. I want to go around on snow and stuff like that. That sounds awesome.
Edwin's reluctantly agreed to help. If only to make sure nothing happens to me. One of his squad mates mentioned to him a weapon being built at Astra. Some sort of cannon. We should be able to use it to destroy Astra beyond reparation. Enough to shut down this project. Unfortunately, everyone is working round the clock with the increase in production. We'll need to pull an alarm to get everyone out. We can then sneak into Astra through the underground tram tunnel that connects the two sites. No one should get hurt. Or, hopefully, caught. To whomever may find this recording, please understand that Fisher has strayed beyond reason. If we don't put a stop to this madness, they could destroy this valley. And with power like this, maybe even the world.
So we're going eco-terrorist mode now. Good for you.
Do whatever it takes to stop them before it's too late.
Be cautious when going through tunnels. Load-bearing beams are warping. That's fine. If it's got an electrical current on it, I'm not going to give a damn. I'm just going to go through it at maximum speed and be very happy. So the Eye of Sauron is apparently murdering all of the trees. What a D-bag. I'm trying to work out, is this the facility that we were at earlier? I don't think it was. Wow. I never noticed that giant face before. That's the giant stone faces that that little letter was talking about earlier. That's really cool looking down there. What? That was the longest and most tragic meow I've ever heard you make. Would you like to do it again? You're not going to. What? What? What is it? Yeah. You are just the cutest little bar, aren't you? The thing is, but it's not dinner time. There's 10 minutes until dinner, just so you know. No, to be fair, I'll probably actually wrap this stream up, like, soon. I don't think I'll do it immediately. The thing is, we're not really finding any decent, like, stopping points. Like, I was kind of hoping to maybe... I was sort of hoping to maybe, like, drop through a place and then get that little sign saying, like, oh, you're in this area, and then that's it. She stops meowing when she gets your attention. No, she doesn't. If I just sit there and talk to her, then she'll keep shouting at me. It's because it's, nearly time for food, so she's going to shout at me and try to get her food early. It never works, but, you know, she likes to try her luck, I suppose. Makes sense. So yes, video game streams. Well, welcome to Teal Deer Video Game Streams, where you can come and listen to me ramble about a bunch of totally unrelated stuff, and get interrupted by my cat on a semi-frequent basis. Good times, man. Good times. This is why I'm not a professional Let's Player. Just couldn't do it. I mean, I think we've already established that I can't, like, fake scream on command, so... that's kind of ruined it as a career path for me, I think. I can't fake scream like a little bitch whenever something happens on the computer screen.
Being developed at Astra to destroy the reactor. The report came from a colleague of the alleged perpetrator, suspecting him as a potential Soviet operative. Since we only have one man's word,
everyone is a communist. Like, I mean, the guy's not wrong.
As such, guards will be posted discreetly at Astra. Nothing will intervene with Pendulum's completion.
You sure, bro? I mean, it does kind of seem like they might have failed, perhaps? But I don't know. I mean, it would kind of explain the lack of people everywhere, but so would them just pulling out, and then all of the stuff being alive still, so I'm guessing they must have succeeded to some degree. Am I right? A professional Let's Player has to be nice to his audience. You're a cunt. Like, well, yes. Yes, I am. That's kind of the point of what I do. And besides, is it being a cunt when you're just being honest? I don't think so. Like, does being honest make you a dick? Potentially. But I'd rather be an honest dick than, you know, a fake anything, frankly. Yes. Suspicious activity. Well, there's a dude running around in a leaf suit who shouldn't be wearing one. Wasting resources and manpower to produce an ice rink? God damn, why? Why on earth would someone want to have fun? I mean, that's absurd. Edwin Hall, I claim responsibility for the sabotage attempt. Virginia King had no role or knowledge in my plan to damage the Astra facility. I deceived her into coming with me to ensure her safety. Please release her from custody. Okay. So Edwin Hall, the guy whose leaf suit is missing, presumably because he took it, so that he could commit this eco-terrorism nonsense. Presumably, that is why his suit isn't there anymore. Edwin Hall, Pathfinder First Class, conceded guilt in regards to sabotage, claims full responsibility and denies Virginia King's involvement, denial of espionage, or collusion with foreign governments. Are they called Pendulum because of how they spend their budget like a dick-swinging exercise? Very possibly. Although they sort of called it that, I think, because of the whole swinging between the two facilities, like one being necessary for the other and all of that stuff. Honest dick only gets erections when pretty people are around. Yeah, that's having an honest dick, you know? That's how it works. See, I have an honest dick instead of a fake cunt. It's very true, chat. That's how I roll. Anyway, Private Matthews, a soldier from Pathfinder Division, has come forward with suspicions that Private First Class Edwin Hall may be attempting to sabotage the area. He claims of disclosed a method to destroy both facilities at once using a weapon devised at Astra, unaware of Hall's intent. Fearful of the consequences due to his complicity, he has come forward with this startling information. Aside from his word, however, we have no evidence to corroborate his allegations. Why are you just thinking about Virginia? Like, why? Just stop, silly person. Alright. So, actually, I've just backtracked a little bit there. We needed to go... Oh, there we go. Doors open, boys. Let's go. Make some plays, I guess. I want to, like, try and find a suitable area to... Oh, its mouth is open. That's slightly horrifying now, actually. Yeah, screw you. I can fight. Look at this. I can throw random coloured lights at you. Look at that. I'm a pro at throwing fireworks at people. Get wrecked, fool. They make a very spooky, scary skeleton noise. So I'm guessing that's supposed to be like the horror element to this game. Come on, I want there to be loot somewhere around here. I think I have to then go inside the maw of that giant head thing. Which I think might actually be a good place to end this experience, I guess. Because it will give me a suitable ending place. Let's see if the giant has a sore throat. Quite right, chat. But I do believe that we will have to do that next time. I'm still kind of disappointed that we're not doing as much super quick running, jumping, you know, Tribes Ascend style stuff anymore. I think this is really that game, this game's strength, and I think it's kind of missing out on that, which is a bit sad, actually. More medallions. You must require, like, a metric shit ton of them in order to open the thing that they open, then. Please tell me that there are secrets on top of this thing's head. Because that will amuse me if there's just a crate up here. There is not. Well, that's kind of sad. Okay. So I do believe, then, that we have reached a suitable endpoint. We are about to go into the maw of a giant stone head, which looks really, really awesome. So yeah, I think we're gonna go into there on our second date, because that's how this works, right? You know, you don't go right down the throat on the first date, right? That's the general rules and etiquette, I think. Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that as an excuse. So I'm going to wind things down And yes, it's 1800 at my place. Cat wants food. Yes, that's what I'm going to go and do, because it is her dinner time. So I'm going to go and do that, and I will see you all at some point. Now to quit this game, and hope that it has auto-saved me somewhere kind of near here, so I then don't have to waste another hour or two getting back here the next time we load up. So, I guess there's only one way to find out, and I'm going to go and do that. So, have fun, chat. I hope you've enjoyed the experience. And I shall see you at some point. Like, I don't know, probably another 3 or 4 weeks, knowing my schedule. I'm going to try and make it a bit quicker than that, but you never know. You never know with me, chat. So, I will see you in the not-too-distant future.